it just happened really
I said, will you please be my indie film? And she said, get in line, honey. And,
I said, call my team.
We both went to NYU together. We studied acting at Stella Adler's studio within Tisch. We met
Freshman year, 2014.
2014. And then we were roommates junior year, and we've been like best friends ever since.
So when you were putting this movie together,
Yeah.
what did you envision for the characters that we're now seeing here? Like, what kind of person were you looking for?
Oh gosh.
If you remember from that.
I feel like I wasn't envisioning exactly anyone. It was more of like a feel it. Like I was like sort of like the essence. I was thinking about like the feeling that I would want to get from these people. And I feel like this is my dream cast. Like I'm so grateful to my casting directors because they really put together like the cast of my dreams. I feel like everybody is so perfect in their roles. And no, I mean, seriously. And so talented, and yeah, and like I feel like it's an amazing mix of people too.
Was there a role or a project that you'd seen any of these folks in that was the thing that made you say, oh, this is why they'd be good?
That's such a good question. I saw Austin in a short film. I forget who the director was, but you were playing like an ex-convict, or like you were.
I probably just looked like one. No, I was playing like a guy, and there was he was like in purgatory, right? Like a laundry.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh
one.
no, it was the other one.
It was
sorry.
you're talking to like a
you're
parole
right.
officer.
You're right.
What was that? What was that one?
I was playing a comp. Yeah.
And I thought I thought he was so brilliant in that. I feel like there were so many different shades of like there was such a range within that one short. And that was the thing that I saw Austin in, where I was like, okay, he has to be in this film, and I think he would serve the character so well. Perry, I watched, what was the Eddie Huang?
Oh, the Boogie.
Boogie, yes,
Boogie's
I saw you in
relatable.
Boogie, and I was like, okay, done. Well, I saw a headshot of you, and I was immediately like, okay, we need to cast him immediately. Rachel, I saw in
Her.
Yeah.
Together.
In the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire.
Oh my god. We were in the worst play ever. The worst play ever in college was called the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire play. Play was in the title.
What it's about.
Yes. Yeah.
And we die in the first like 30 seconds of the play, but then we have to stand on stage during the play as ghosts. So you can't pee, you can't drink water, and you have to be present. Because then you come forward and you go like, my name is Sarah, or whatever. It was, So she saw my work in that.
Yeah. I feel so lucky that she said yes.
Of course, I feel lucky. I feel lucky to be like a part of this, and like, I just think, well, Katarina and I like have been friends for so long, and we've always like sent each other our scripts. Like Katarina was one of the first people to read Bottoms. Like she's read everything. She's read things that no one will ever read because they're
read my awful shorts.
It's like so many things. And then when she sent me Bunnylovr, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, I just feel like it's such a specific point of view. It's so her voice. It's so her. And like, that was already there in all the shorts she was making. But like, I just like felt like, whoa, this is like really cool. And then just like during the process of like, I guess what is making an indie film, which is just like sort of like everyone saying no to you a million times. And then I was like, I would love to like be a part of it if I can. And it just happened really.
I said, will you please be my indie film? And she said, get in line, honey. And,
I said, call my team.
No,
it was perfect.
No, I mean, like Rachel said, I feel like we've been like nothing has changed about the way that we collaborate and like share work with each other. And like, I feel so lucky to have such a supportive and like creatively collaborative relationship with one of my best friends.
I read I think it was in your director's statement, talking about like your time on like LiveJournal. Were you a LiveJournal girl?
Oh my God. Okay. Yes. And the truth comes out. I was obsessed with Twilight, and specifically like Twilight fan fiction. And then I also got wrapped up in an obsession with Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
And there was a live journal that was dedicated to Robert Pattinson called like Our Pats Daily. And so I was on this live journal every single day, like checking for update.
Were you posting or just?
I was not
you were
a
a
person.
viewer.
I did try to write
lurking.
fan fiction at one point, and I think that's like where my love of creative.
And that's where writing came in.
Exactly. But yes, so I was on LiveJournal in that capacity,
Okay.
but I was never like posting anything.
Well, I was curious whether anyone else here has like an internet history, PG-13 rated, of course. But like, what did you guys ever find yourselves in any corners of that, like chat rooms, LiveJournal, Tumblr?
No. I mean, I think that's kind of what drew me to the script. Was that I was just like sort of fascinated by the relationship that me and her have in the film, and it was like something I'm not familiar with and I don't know anything about, like a sort of an old man in that regard. Like,
Very offline.
yeah, and so yeah, no real experience with that stuff. I sort of missed the boat. Maybe it's a good thing.
Terry,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I'm like, I missed the boat on that one too. I mean, I'm actually the older character in the film, right?
Yes.
So it's just like, what's the internet, you know? How do I update my contacts, right? I'm one of those fathers in the film, so. But Emma's a fascinating story. And like Rachel said, when I first saw the script, I went, oh my God, there's something about the script that is not like other scripts that just want to be made. There's something about the script that's screaming to be made in a smoldering way.
Yeah.
You know, and I went, this is on my desk, and I get to actually have a say and want to be in this. I'm like, hell yeah. So it was amazing.
Are you a dad in real life?
I am a dad in real life.
I assume you're nothing like.
You know, there's,
Messed up.
there's a little yin and yang to everyone, right? It's like, and so I get to play the dad that I'm not in real life in this film, which is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I see the opportunity in this film because this film is about love, right? And there's a lot of love in the world. There's different kinds of love. And this film covers romantic love, family love, friendship love. And this character navigates all the different facets of love in very different ways. And it's complex in all those different ways. And especially with our storyline of father and child love is very complicated in a traumatic way when there's a kind of addiction in the parent. And so this character finds a way to go, you know what, that's trauma. How do I turn the poison of trauma into medicine? And that was the beauty that I saw in her story.
God, I'm asking everybody the same couple questions, and I'm going to ask you guys if you remember the first time you were starstruck.
I was walking down the street. Oh, should I?
No, you go.
Lafayette and Houston Street and Broadway. I was walking down the street, and Parker Posey just walks this way. The 1994.
Whoa. That's incredible.
Sick. Yeah.
I remember outside of my dorm freshman year, seeing Alex Troposky from Girls, and I was like, I love Girls, and he was like, word. And that was it. But it was, I remember I was like touring colleges, like seeing if I was going to go to NYU, and I watched some of Girls with my dad, and he was sort of like, I think this is a show for you to watch without me. But I was like, that's going to be me next year at NYU.
And it was.
And then it was. Wow. So, yeah.
Okay, for me, we were just talking about this. So I briefly lived in LA in 2021 for like 6 months. The first day I'm there, Rachel's like showing me the town. Showing me the town takes me to Erewhon.
Yeah.
And Miley Cyrus walks up to me and is like, I love your tattoo. I have like a little tattoo on my arm. And I mean, I fucking grew up watching Hannah Montana. I love Miley Cyrus. She's the best.
Also, I was like, of course Miley comes up to you. Miley's like, hey babe, how are you?
Yeah. But that was really cool. I wasn't even like starstruck. I guess I was starstruck. I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, it's thank you, you know? That was my
We love Miley.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever been starstruck.
yeah, no one
Oh, like I haven't seen like all the people that I like have passed away or something. So
Wow, everyone who you've worked with who's like, hello. No.
no,
Go on,
but, I mean,
Paul.
there's people that I admire and things like that, but I've never been like,
So who of the people who are no longer with us, like,
would it be?
yeah, who would be your person that, like, if you saw them, you would
I don't even know if I'd want to see them.
never meet your heroes?
Yeah, I don't think so.